Hey, I had some tutorial videos made. I deleted them on accident thinking they were something else, so I'm going to do another one real quick to show you how I remove and clean parts from sprues for building models. I've already removed those parts, so we're not going to do that, but I am going to show you something else. So anytime you work on something, it helps to be organized. And as you can see, I've got my mat. This is a cutting mat. You can get them at most art supply stores. You can also pick them up at hobby shops. It's nice because it's a thick, hard plastic. Doesn't really do too much damage. Just accidentally poke with your knife, and it protects any area that you're working on. I always keep certain things nearby when I'm working. I've got my X-Acto knife. I do have a cover for it. I should keep it on there, but you know, got my Gundam marker, which we'll do a tutorial on for some of that in a little bit. I've got my clips, and then I've got stuff like Q-tips, extra blades behind there. I do have a toothpick for, where'd it go? There it is. And I can't ever seem to pick it up. But anyways, this toothpick is for helping me apply some stickers. I will show you later at some point when I go to do that. But I usually keep most everything kind of light around the sides. I keep my stickers and all that either there or right where I can reach them. Hey, look, it's me. And then to keep my sprues separated as I go through and build, I do pull them from step to step. So anytime that I am done building like an arm or whatever, I will go through the directions. And what's nice is the directions give me, hey, this is the sprues you need for the next set of steps. So I'll pull them out. I'll set them in here so it's nice and organized, easier to find. I put them in alphabetical order. That way I just have to go, okay, I need E. E's the second one in the row. Let me go ahead and grab that. Anyways, we're going to cut one piece out that I'll end up needing in the step after this, which is going to be B9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take B, which is the first one here, and you're going to find B9 on the sprue. So the sprues are numbered, right? And just like I showed you before, they do have a letter on there. So I'm looking for B, number 9. So we got 5s. And let's see here. So this is 6 and 7, 8. That must be, oh, that's actually 8 again. So 9 must be a double set too. And 9 right here. I'm going to take my clips. Let's go ahead and turn this a little bit. And I'm going to clip out one of the 9s. So using my clips, I'm going to go with that curved edge facing away from the piece I'm cutting, and I'm going to keep the flat edge towards it. That way I can kind of get it closer to the sprue arm that it's attached to and not worry about cutting the piece itself as much, because you really don't want to do that. Something like this piece right here, which has a weird connection, I might even just do and cut it on the sprue arm itself so I don't cut the piece. So I'm just going to continue that around the whole piece, right? Let me tilt the camera so you can see a little easier and so I can see what I'm doing here too. All right, so there is another sprue arm here. Now, like I said, you just want to be careful because these clips may not look like it, but they're quite sharp. And you don't want to accidentally clip part of the piece you need. So we clip that off. Go ahead and put B back in a tray here. Now, I will say, if you don't want to make your own, or you don't have Legos or whatever kind of deal for those trays, and you want to do something similar, you can buy off Amazon a sprue tray, which are a little fancier than what I have. They usually have a portion that says A through whatever, depending on the amount of sprues it can hold. And there we go. And you know, it's a little fancier. I just do that because when I'm not building models, I can take it apart, put it away, and free up more space on my desk. Or you know, like when I'm doing work, all this gets cleared off. A laptop actually goes right here, mostly because I got to replace the tower. My tower fried, which is why I'm doing this all on my phone. And the laptop doesn't have a USB port on it at all. It's a little dinky laptop. I use it for teaching, and that's about all I do with it. Doesn't really do too much else. It's old, slow, does what it needs to do well, and that's about it once you get it loaded and running. So after I cut it off the sprue arms, there are, I'll just show you on here, these little bits here. They're called flashings, all right? And I took, and you saw me take the clips and just kind of nip it down a little further, just so I don't have to cut off as much, because it actually is a little difficult sometimes to take the knife and just cut it off until it's lower down, where you're just kind of shaving off a little bit at a time, just to kind of flatten it out. It's not going to look super pretty at times, but you'll get rid of the flashing, so it'll fit, firmer and flatter. And then sometimes you look out, and once you get rid of the flashing, you get that nice, real clean look. There we go. And then there should have been one more. Oh, here it is. Right there. So as you can see, I'm just taking my knife and scraping it along where the flashing is, just to kind of, shave it off. There's a couple other ways you can do it towards the piece, like this, instead towards your finger. I usually just do it towards my finger. Always be careful, because you don't want to cut yourself. But that's just kind of how I remove pieces, clean them up, get them ready to attach. It's very simple. And, you just need a sharp blade. Like I said, you just have to be careful so you don't nick yourself. And then these, I think I got this X-Acto knife because my daughter actually is using one right now for her model building. She doesn't use nips because her pieces are on thinner sprues, so she can just take her blade and chop them off. And she doesn't worry about the nubs too much because she coats it a little close to the piece itself. But we went over very, very much safety. So she, after every time, I'm like, Dad, caps hers off. And Dad really needs to do that too. And come on, you. There we go. That's just good safety etiquette, so you don't cut yourself somehow. So these cost me about $13, $14 after tax. Just simple clips, and they help a lot with the pieces as you get into higher grade sets, because the plastic is, even though the plastic on all of them is actually a pretty decent quality, the plastic gets a little thicker as you go up because the pieces are bigger, and so the knife takes longer and longer to cut through it, and you might damage your piece a little more or whatever. So I recommend that if you are planning to build these, and even though it's for fun, it's also for the purpose of, kind of looking at it here and there, I recommend getting these just so you can get a cleaner cut on the pieces and not have to worry about damaging the pieces as much, as long as you take your time and are careful. All right, so that's how I remove these pieces. I will do some panel lining a little bit later, show you how I do that. And then until then, have a great day. Hi, Tom here. I wanted to say thanks for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, stick around. I'm going to be doing at least 1 or 2 more tutorials to kind of show you how I do things. Now, because every serious YouTuber apparently needs to do this at the end of their videos, I want to say, hey, if you really enjoyed my video, click the like button, subscribe, share me on social media. And until next time we meet, have a great day.